we're putting the investor hats back on and we're going to turn the tables a little bit, and how you can start beating the banks at their own game when it comes to real estate investments and using strategies that they don't teach us. It's not readily available because they can't profit off of us. And we all know with banks, how do they make their money? It's with those fees, the high interest rates, keeping us locked in as much as possible to debt cycles. And when it comes to investments, traditional loans, conventional loans are the only loans they talk about because it favors them. It maximizes the profit that they can make off of us. And it frustrates a lot of people too, because the significant down payment, the years of repayment, some of the qualifications that's needed for a conventional loan, not everybody meets them. And it's not saying that you are not worthy of getting real estate, right? You cannot handle real estate. You don't deserve real estate. But some of these terms that they're throwing at you, it's like, it doesn't even make sense. I can't get into the game. But it's false. There's way more options out there when it comes to creative financing. When I got into real estate, my first deal wasn't a conventional loan. My first deal was an assumable loan. And once I saw the power of creative financing and other alternatives, I was like, oh, there's more to this than meets the eye. I mentioned assumable loans, which is essentially I'm inheriting someone else's mortgage. And I want you guys to look up and do your Googles and check all these things out, because the information is available, but it's not necessarily pushed out there. So with assumable loan, it's something that is very powerful because it was a way that I was able to beat these high interest rates. So with assumable, how it sounds, you're assuming another person's mortgage. So you're taking, term, the payments, everything. And you're also getting the interest rate. And a lot of times these assumables do have a way lower interest rate than what's currently going on. You have seller financing, where instead of going to the bank for the loan, the seller of the property, the owner of the property, they become the bank. And you can negotiate directly with the seller on the terms and the down payment. And it can just help you get in the game because you can have more favorable terms and you can negotiate these deals as opposed to just staying boxed in with conventional loans. And then you have hard money lenders, private money lenders. And I want to do a separate video on each one of them, and let me know if there's one in particular you want to know more about. But there's just so many different options. So I'm kind of just running through them a little bit. But do your research and let me know what interests you. You have DSCR loans, which they're looking more so at the potential income, rental income of your investment property, not solely your debt to income ratio and how much you're bringing in. So you have options is the point of this particular video. And you're cutting out the middleman. You do not solely have to rely on the conventional requirements of traditional loans going to the banks. You have more opportunity to negotiate, have deals that are in your favor. Your capital, which I think really for most people is the biggest hurdle. With the capital, yes, you may be able to have that 20% down on that first property, but I'm sure you want to scale. I'm sure you want to build. You can't keep shelling out. I don't have, $500K to just shell out on all these down payments, all these different properties. With these different opportunities in creative financing, it allows you to be more efficient with your capital. But before all that, it's going to take a little shift in the mindset. Let's not think linear. Let's think strategic. Let's think of multiple ways of how things can get done. Instead of just saying, oh, it didn't work the first way, so I guess it's over. No, there's options. And I know people are thinking of the risk, and what about risk and risk and risk? I say with risk, it's depending on one way of thinking. I think the biggest risk is ignorance and not just doing your research. Like I said before, you're a strategist. So you're going to look at multiple avenues. You're going to look at multiple outcomes. You're going to think 3 steps, 4 steps ahead. You're not just thinking, okay, let's just do this. No. You're going to look at the outcomes, and that will allow you to mitigate the risk. So I'll leave you guys with that. This was just a quick video. I I wanted to share with you guys. We're gonna do more on these. Let me know what you guys want to hear more about, but stop playing by the rules. Do your research, get strategic. The opportunity's out there for you guys. Let's go.